Hey guys, we are jumping again for joy, maybe, but also for longevity, right? We want to develop the skill of jumping, as simple as it may seem, and we already know the first couple steps on how to warm up and prep yourself for jumping. And now we're just gonna cover a couple of really key exercises to make sure that you're getting the most bang for your buck and learning how to apply this to whatever it is you wanna do with it, whether it's longevity, sport, or just the skill of jumping in itself. So we're gonna start with something called the depth drop. So I'm gonna start with something as simple as this. Hey, listen, if you've injured a knee before and you've been to the physical therapist, they probably started you here, right? Can you step up and step down? What we're gonna practice is jumping off and landing in a strong position. So obviously these are very small blocks, but hey, for some of us, that's maybe where we're gonna start. So what I'd like for you guys to do is you're gonna step up, find some balance. If you got a yoga block or something about this height and this is where you want to start, great. Make sure that the surface that you're landing on is nice and even, right? So I'm going to step off slightly and I'm going to drop. That's it. It's a depth drop. I'm dropping from a higher level and I'm catching and landing in a strong position. One more time, I step off and drop. Now notice that when I do drop, my feet are straight, my knees are outside my big toe. I'm not allowing for this to happen. I'm not letting my knees cave in and my toes turn out. I wanna make sure I'm landing in a strong position. Once you can build up to something that feels comfortable, then hey, we can step it up a notch. You can find a chair, a stool, a box, whatever you have access to. I'm gonna use the couch here. Wife's not gonna be too happy about this, but I gotta do it for social media, right? So I'm in a strong position, I step off and I drop. That's my depth drop. It's going to allow you to learn how to absorb the body weight, all the forces coming down into the ground in a nice, strong position. Feet straight, knees outside the big toe, say it. All right, that's exercise number one. Exercise number two is going to be what we practiced in video one, which was bouncing, except we're gonna get the arms involved now. So by getting the arms involved, I'm gonna be able to bounce or jump a little bit higher. You can also consider this somewhat of a high jump. Watch it again. As my arms go back, I load those big muscles in my body, my hamstrings, my glutes, and then as I push them forward, it's going to help me jump up. Give this a couple shots. It will take some getting used to, but again, ideally it's arms back, hips back, arms forward, hips forward, and that's gonna give you that impulse to jump a little bit higher. Believe it or not, this is where I see most athletes commit errors when they're doing exercises like box jumps. All right, so one more time. Arms back, forward. All right, the more comfortable you get with that, the more height you're gonna be able to gain on that jump. Next thing we're gonna do with it is we're gonna take it a little bit forward. Literally, we're gonna go horizontal jump here, and I'm gonna try to broad jump as far forward as you can. If you notice, I'm using the same landing technique that I practiced with the depth drop. Put my arms back, hip extension, and land. What I would recommend to you guys is film this. Notice if you're reaching this point of extension as you're jumping. That's a key point when it comes to jumping. Are you getting the most out of the hip? Are you getting the most bang for your buck when you're attempting that jump? So we have the depth drop, the high jump using the arms, and the broad jump using the arms, all right? Build up to this, start off short, make it longer, start off low, make it higher. Same with the depth drop, build the strength and capacity for this. And remember to share, teach this stuff so that you can get better at it. Like, comment, subscribe, jump more.